General Dutch Coda arrived on Omaha Beach, he faced an almost impossible task. American soldiers are pinned down on a narrow strip of sand, trapped by Germans on one side, the sea on the other. Weary and wounded, they're close to giving up. Now Coda must inspire them to believe they can win the battle. To get off the beach, they must climb a hill and cut through barbed wire, a job that's already cost him lives. Help seems just offshore. 12 warships able to fire on the German bunkers in support of the men on Omaha Beach. The captain of one ship, James Semmes of the USS Frankfurt, wants to help, but can't. He's under orders to hold off. His job is not to save soldiers on the beach, but to protect the vulnerable fleet of troop ships stationed offshore. For the moment, that leaves General Coda and his men on their own. The first part of Coda's plan to get off the beach works. They blow a hole in the barbed wire barrier. But waiting near the top of the hill for them is an MG-42 machine gun, firing 25 bullets a second. One of Coda's men volunteers to charge the fastest machine gun in the world.
Imagine you're Coda. For the second time, you found yourself in a moment of crisis. One man is shot, screaming in agony. Your other soldiers watching on, their resolve wavering. What do you do?
That general knew that he was in command at that time and that he needed to make something happen or they were all gonna die.
Coda shows his resolve with a now famous remark. Gentlemen, we are being killed on the beaches. Let us go inland and be killed. He then deploys the best weapon at his disposal, leadership, and is the first to run up the hill. One commander's decision leads to action that inspires his men. It will prove a major turning point in the battle for Omaha Beach. Coda leads the charge. Meanwhile, 10 miles offshore, another critical decision is being made.
Out on the ships of the D-Day fleet, some of the senior officers are trying to follow the battle.
As this actual footage of the beach shows, hundreds of men are dead or injured on the sand and in the surf. The senior officers are on the verge of giving up.
By mid-morning, they're considering whether to move some of the troops they have left onto another beach.
The senior officers face a strategic dilemma. Use the destroyers to protect the troop ships, or use them to attack the Germans on the beach.
Then news starts to come through that some of the troops are starting to break through the German lines.
After hours of holding back, the Navy commanders finally give the order to engage. Commander James Semmes of the USS Frankfurt is allowed to head full speed to shore.
Full speed ahead.
Semmes takes the Frankfurt so close to the beach, he risks scraping its hull on the seabed. Just 800 yards offshore, the Frankfurt turns broadside and fires. The attack begins.
The shell came over me. You heard a whistling sound, and then boom.
hear the destroyer, boom, 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 boom.
What you want to do is shake hands with the skipper of that ship.
For the men, it's a moment of relief. 11 other warships join in the attack. After hours facing imminent defeat, the battle at Omaha Beach is finally turning for the Americans. D-Day, Omaha Beach. A time and a place where the smallest decision could make the difference between life and death. In the boats offshore, do you eat a full breakfast? If you do, it could mean